Mr. Mayor?
Yes, Mr. Snyder.
If this is the appropriate time, you can correct me. I would like to bring for consideration of next week to add the censure of Mr. Mottl for the unbelievably terrible comments made toward a outstanding village resident on the 11/9 of 20 board meeting. For Mr. Mottl be censured again.
Okay, we can draft something up. I also saw in the minutes that it appeared to me at least, and correct me, I was not here at that meeting, but it seems to me that Trustee Mottl also violated our closed session protocols and disclosed to the public rather sensitive HIPAA things and other aspects of closed session that I think also violates our code of conduct. It might be something that we would also consider in a censure motion. So I'll ask staff to draft up for the next board meeting a comprehensive 6th censure of Trustee Mottl. Okay, thank you, Trustee Schneider. Any other reports and communications from any other village trustees?
This is Trustee Franzi speaking.
Yes, sir.
So those of us board members who have been trusted with the public safety, we don't have a lot of tools in our toolbox to prevent this kind of despicable behavior by Mr. Mottl. Censorship is one tool that we have, and I think we have to keep exercising as long as he continues to demean and present disgusting behavior towards fellow board members, residents, the mayor, business owners, and the public in general. We just can't allow this behavior to continue. We have to take a stand against it and do what we can to protect those in the village. And I'm sorry, I omitted staff also, but staff as well, to protect them as well. So I support another censorship, and I don't mind censoring them in the future every time that this kind of behavior comes into play in the public. Thank you.
This is Trustee Mottl. I will concur with the other trustees. I feel when you become a trustee and you take an oath to watch out for the best interest of the residents of the village, it is a violation of that trust when you reveal facts from a closed session or your conversations with other staff members to media. And then as a result, there's a lot of misinformation out there, which is not based on facts. And it just puts Burr Ridge and the village officials and the staff in a very poor light while everyone is doing their best. And Mr. Mottl is the one who is casting aspersions at all of us and actually breaking the rules by leaking village information before it is made public when it is still in the plan. So I totally agree with the censure.
Thank you. Anyone else? Okay, I have some final thoughts. I concur with we try. What the public needs also to understand is the trustees have been trying their best to do what they have been sworn to do, and that is to protect the Constitution of the state of Illinois and what happens here in the village and represent all of you. The board has no power at all to bar Mr. Mottl from any of the meetings, throw him off the board, or do anything as a non-home rule village. And he apparently knows this, that there isn't much we can do. And so it does almost encourage his bad behavior because he knows there's little we can do. The village needs to understand that it needs to step up, stand up against Mr. Mottl and for all that he's doing to harm the village. Some more announcements before I get to closing the meeting. In order to promote the health and safety